Wonderful. Justin Bieber and DJ Snake with Let Me Love You, Radio Newark, and ABBA with Knowing Me, Knowing You. Hello. Are you all right? It's very busy in here tonight. It's like that's Spaghetti Junction, all kinds of technology and things, because we're going to be talking about a very interesting project that Newark Academy are going to be setting off with. Let me introduce you to Katie Vause. Hello, Katie.
Hello, right.
Your official title at Newark Academy is?
School Leader in charge of teaching and learning.
She's my boss at school. So she has to come.
And Phil's boss, yeah.
Exactly. We are going to be talking tonight about something very interesting. It's all to do with IT equipment, isn't it? That is possibly, I say no use to us, but it gets to a certain point in a piece of equipment's life where it doesn't make financial sense for some of us to keep things going.
Yes.
I'm talking about institutions, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
So what kind of equipment are you looking for with this?
Literally anything. Any ICT equipment that we would normally throw away because it's obsolete to us, it's in need of repair, and we just want to upgrade. So it's those type of ICT equipment. And they tend to be about 3 or 4 years old and perfectly good and perfectly usable.
Yeah, so, we've had quite a bit of that over the time at Newark Academy in the last 3 years. We
have, yes.
We were running on empty for a while with that IT equipment, but I mean, some of that is still okay. There's nothing fundamentally wrong with what we've got at school, but we don't have lots of it anymore, and I think this is part of the conversation today, isn't it? What's the plan of action? If we are lucky enough to find lots of second-hand IT equipment that is still worthy of use, what's going to happen to it? Where's it going?
Okay, well, I spent some time in Ghana teaching a couple of years ago, and I met over there a chap called James, and he's a teacher as well of ICT. And it was very clear that they are in desperate need of all types of ICT equipment for their young people who just don't have the ability to learn about computers and ICT and the digital world at all. And so we came up with a plan that the stuff that we normally throw away and the equipment that is obsolete to us and worthless and would normally just end up in a junkyard or thrown on a tip somewhere, we are going to send over in March 2017 via a shipment, and we are going to donate it to Ghana.
Sounds brilliant. And the point is, we're going to be spending the time, effort and cash, I would imagine, getting this shipped to Ghana.
Yes.
So we don't really want to be sending a container that's a third full, do we? We'd really love to have that packed.
Absolutely. I want it packed, just jam-packed full of ICT equipment that can be put into good use for these youngsters. Yeah.
I suppose for them, seeing equipment that's, 6 or 7 years old, we would say is probably not the best for us. No, we're going into areas, or you've been into areas where, it's still chalkboards, is it? And
absolutely. I mean, recently myself and my partner Martin, we raised £500 by swimming Lake Windermere to raise money for Ghana School Aid, and that money was spent on buying desks so that these children didn't have to be educated on a cold floor, because that's the reality there. They don't have anything that we take for granted over here in the UK, and so anything we can do really does benefit the lives of these children.
Yeah. So James was your contact in Ghana. I'm quite excited about this because we're hoping, even though we have spoken about IT being a bit wishy-washy, we're just hoping that James is on the line.
Fingers
now.
crossed.
James, are you there?
Hello, I'm here.
Fantastic. Live to Ghana from Newark. That's wonderful. How are you?
I'm good.
Wonderful.
And you?
Very well here. It's probably slightly cooler here than it is with you, but this sounds like a fantastic opportunity, James, to get some well-needed equipment.
Yes, please.
Yes, there's the answer. Katie, do you want to talk to Jake? I bet you haven't seen her for a while, have you?
No, it's been a couple of years. How are you, James?
Hello, I'm good. And you, Katie?
I'm well, thank you. And I'm really excited about this project, and we're finally getting it off the ground.
Yes, and we are also excited here in Ghana because it's a kind of project that will support Ghanaian education.
So it is important. I mean, how important is it, James, to get this equipment over to you? What's it like currently? What are the current kind of situations that you find yourself in?
Come again?
How is it over there at the moment with technology? How much technology have you got there to use with the children?
Actually, we have so many deprived communities in Ghana that have no IT equipment at all. So what we do is that when we get a mouse, then we give it to a teacher to teach. When we get keyboard, then we give it to a teacher to teach as a form of TLM. So we don't have a lot of equipment in Ghana as at the moment. But then I can talk of grade A schools having equipment, but then most schools in Ghana are really deprived.
Yeah, so I suppose anything that that still is well, it has use, will be put to good use with you.
Oh yes, actually we have a plan. Our association or NGO, we have a plan to support Ghanaian schools with this IT equipment. To talk of establishing computer laboratories for schools, and then to talk of organizing workshops for teachers themselves. So many teachers are in the deprived areas that have no training actually. So we've taken onto ourselves to take them through a couple of workshops to be able to use the equipment actually.
How important is ICT to the children? Is it very, very important?
Yes. ICT is important in Ghana because ICT education enables young people to acquire skills to work with as a future career. Young people through ICT education can acquire innovative ideas to develop their nation. And then ICT education can also improve the way young people communicate, the way they network, the way they seek help, access information, do business, that is the e-commerce, and also the way they learn.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've been over to the UK, haven't you, James, to see how schools use ICT over here. Tell us about that.
Actually, when I came there, for the first day, I was advised to observe teaching and learning, as well as the way they do conduct assembly. So I learned how to use electronic whiteboard or interactive board to teach in their classrooms. And I also learned how to conduct school assembly. Actually, when they are singing at the assembly hall, you'll be seeing the text on the interactive board while the song is going. And then I also learned how to use Oyster card to board coach, actually. And then I also learned, yes, it was my first time because in Ghana we have a driver and a mate, whereby the mate will take the money from passengers and then the driver will also drive the car. But in UK, I saw that a whole coach and you see only the driver, no mate, and one IT technology that I saw in the coach is the way the bars will tell you that we've got into Salzburg, we've got into this place, Greenwich and stuff. It was really good. So in fact, I learned a lot from them. And then I also learned at the primary level of education in UK, people were using computers practically, and teaching computing in UK wasn't 100% theoretical as in Ghanaian educational system. And I also learned that UK transportation ticketing system is electronic, as I was saying earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw actually when I taught one particular class, the topic was introduction to a personal computer. So in Ghana, you just bring in a keyboard or mouse, you draw it, and then you demonstrate how it works. And when I drew the diagram on the screen, I was asked to go to the other class. And one funny thing that was surprising was that they printed the diagram I did on the whiteboard to me. But in Ghana, you can't print from the board because it's chalkboard.
It must be a completely different experience. As you say, you mentioned all the interactive whiteboards that we're very lucky in this country to have with our children, aren't we, Katie?
Yes, we are.
But yeah, I mean, this is wonderful. So the plan of action here is to try in the next few months, James, to get as much as we can as regards to these bits of IT equipment. We've got quite a bit at Newark Academy already, which has been moved today, haven't we, Katie?
We have.
But we are going to be stretching out to the local community here in Newark to see how many companies have got things they don't necessarily need anymore. And we're quite lucky because we've got Know-How up the road.
We have, yes.
We've got Timico up the road as well. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to get quite a number of these items for you. Katie, what do you think?
Yes, absolutely anything. We will take it in at Newark Academy and we will ensure it's on a shipment in March to 2017, and we'll keep in touch with Radio Newark so you can hear how we get on. But literally anything, if people can help and get involved and enjoy listening to James from Ghana talking about the need for this equipment, you're more than welcome to get in touch with us at Newark Academy.
Yeah, James, thank you for your time. We'll catch up with you after Christmas our way, okay?
I'm okay, thank you very much.
We'll speak to you later.
Thank you in advance to Radio Newark.
We'll do our very best, and we're looking forward to getting all this equipment for you.
I said Merry Christmas to Radio Newark and Katie.
Thank you, James.
Thanks. See you later, James.
Bye.
Have a good evening. Bye then. Bye. So there we go. There's James in Ghana, who you've obviously got a massive soft spot for. I think he's working so hard over there. It must just be amazing for the children to see all this equipment
Yes.
in front of them. We've just got so used to good equipment, haven't we?
Yeah, and we take it for granted, and the opportunities that our children have with IT, and it is a completely digital world now. You know, my children are growing up, and their lives are all kind of online, you know, with social media and everything they do at school, and we're embracing it. And the difficulty is, if we don't help out other countries, deprived countries like Ghana, they're going to be left further and further behind. And if it's just a case of our equipment that we don't want anymore, that we would normally throw away, if it's a case of shipping that out to them so they can benefit from it and learn from it, and help the teachers out there developing their skills as well, then I think it's something we should do.
Yeah, it's funny listening to this story. I know it's not the same, but going back to the 80s when I was at school, it was a case of, you know, we were obviously in a better environment, a more luckier environment, but we only had one computer amongst 300 kids. You know, and when that one computer appeared in 1982, we had to spend $2,000 on it. It was like, oh my goodness, what is this thing?
Yeah.
This opening to a new world.
Yes.
Which, you know, it's probably a similar thought process going through now, isn't it, with the guys in Ghana? You know, the internet is so powerful. We need kids to be connected together. We need schools to be connected together,
Yes.
to learn from each other. So what we'll keep checking back on this. I'm going to also stick the information onto the Radio Newark website, so it's all there.
Thank you.
So once again, in a nutshell, what are we asking people to do in Newark?
We're asking people to get involved, support our project, donate any unwanted equipment that they have in terms of ICT, literally anything. It might just be a small pen drive that you don't want anymore. It will be put to good use. To drop it off at Newark Academy, to get involved and just, support our project. The more the merrier.
It's fantastic, isn't it? It's absolutely brilliant. So we're going to catch up on this again in, just after Christmas, actually, if it's okay, into January, to see where we're going. But to James, thank you to him for spending time in Ghana. That was a good connection.
That was brilliant. That was fantastic.
Fantastic connection. But for now, Katie, thank you very much.
Thank you.